Santa Sue. I'm Haley Hayes.
And I'm Anthony Moore. Welcome again to KSSH News at Noon,
the television program for you and about you. Hey Santa Sue, I'm Haley Hayes, on the scene at the Drama Studio. It's a place fraught with secrets and terrible legends. I was denied entrance, but let's see if we can get a comment from Miss A. Miss Albertson! Miss Albertson! Can I get a comment on the Black Box Leader?
I'm really busy. Can you help my people talk to your people, please?
But Miss Albertson!
Sorry. I've got to run.
Solo reporter Haley Hayes here, investigating the Black Box Theater. Let's see what we can find. Alright, so we got some spooky stuff happening over here. Hey, guys, you're not supposed to be in here. It's just supposed to be...
Come play with us.
Okay, no, that's just, anyway, so over here, this room has been... Oh my, what are those? Guys, that's really funny, guys, no! Oh my god, no! I'd like to say that I'm sorry, because this was my project, and I insisted on everything. I insisted that we keep going. I insisted that we head south. I insisted on... What was that?
We have a new groundskeeper this year.
Maybe now the grass and trees will be healthier.
Hey Santa Sue, Colton Dunn here. Have you ever noticed that Santa Susana's campus looks so sharp? Let's go meet the groundskeeper who's responsible for this.
Mr. Hypes,
yes.
Have you been a groundskeeper before Santa Sue?
Yes.
You have. Where have you worked? At
Coast Inn Motel.
Coast Inn Motel. Where is that?
Oceanside, California.
What do you have to do to become a groundskeeper?
Well, for the school district, you got to take a test. I mean, there's a lot of hoops you got to jump through. You got to take a written test, and then you take an oral test, and then the top 3 people get interviewed after that.
Are you married and do you have kids?
I have kids. I have 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. My current wife has 2 girls and a boy.
What's her name?
Terry Hypes. Office manager, Santa Sue.
What are some of your hobbies and favorite things to do?
I love sports, read, play video games. My favorite sports teams, of course, are the Dodgers. I'm also a Rams fan when it comes to football, only because they used to be here. I mean, they're a really terrible team, but you got to support your team, man, no matter what. I like the Lakers, the Kings, of course. I'm basically an LA kind of guy. Born and raised here. My video games, Call of Duty, of course. I play that religiously. Back to you in the studio.
I hate scary movies.
Then you probably shouldn't go to our annual Scary Movie film stock showing. Every student is required to create a school Gmail account.
Let's find out how that's working out.
Hello, my name is Devin Streeton. I'm here with Mrs. Forbes to talk about the Google accounts.
The Google accounts give you access to back up your work and for storage and to collaborate with your teacher and with your fellow students. You have access to your own account. You should be the only student that has access to it, and then the district, of course, since their accounts have access to it also.
Thanks, Mrs. Forbes. Now let's go to see what the students have to say about these Gmail accounts.
I feel like it is violating my privacy because any district person can be looking at what I'm doing.
In regards to privacy, I feel like since it's a school account, you should just be as professional as you would be physically at school.
I feel that it violates our privacy, especially because I feel that there's a lot of shady people in our district. I don't feel it's necessary for us to have Google accounts. I think it's too much of a hassle. I feel that we should just keep it plain and simple with paper.
But I guess it's nice to have a school one to put all my school work in it.
I think that they're not completely necessary. You can do fine without them if you have your own Gmail account.
I'm not really going to be using the account that often.
It also helps so that you can turn in your papers to your teacher from home.
I don't need other people being able to see what I have on my accounts.
As long as you're not Googling inappropriate stuff on the school Wi-Fi, I don't see why it's a problem.
The school registered Gmail accounts are a big waste of time. 21st century, everyone has an email already, and I don't think that it's really that necessary.
Back to you in the studio.
Our front parking lot is always full. There must be several more employees this year than last.
Or several less parking spaces. Let's find out.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Bunyan, and this parking lot's full. Let's see what Ledesma has to say about that. How many spaces are there in the parking lot?
In the front parking lot, there's currently 89 spaces. That's not counting the ones that are labeled for the counselor, the nurse, and the administrators. They repainted the lines this summer after they repaved, so we lost a few spaces due to the angles that they put them at. We do have more teacher aides, student teachers. The people that are supposed to park there are our staff, our teachers and other staff, and visitors. Students are not supposed to park there, so if you are parking there, move your car.
Well, that was interesting. Let's see Mr. Tauber's opinion on that.
What we're looking at right here is the hierarchy of parking. At the top of the ladder, we have the principal, who has the best parking spot on the campus. Then, of course, we have the assistant principals who have additional parking spots. There are set parking spots for the counselors, and there are specific parking spots for visitors. However, the teachers and the staff, the ones who make up the majority of those who park in our parking lot, do not have assigned parking spots. So the question is, who's more important?
Every day when I come in, I used to find a parking space closest to the office entrance. Now I have to circle the parking lot once or twice to get lucky to get a space.
I get here around 7:30 every morning. At that time in the morning, there's plenty of parking spots.
Those poor, poor trees.
They can't seem to catch up. Bark.
The abuse, the struggle. Every day, another tree, just like this one, is being carved into. My name's Drew Shapiro, and I'm here to tell you what carving does to trees. Mr. Toller, why is carving so bad for trees?
Beneath the outer layer of the bark, there's a layer that contains something called the phloem, which transfers the food from the leaves where it's made to the rest of the tree. And when you carve that, you inhibit the movement of food through the tree.
Why are we talking about it?
Well, trees are very important. They produce oxygen, which we require to live, and they absorb CO2 from the atmosphere, which many would argue is responsible in part for global climate change.
What's the worst that can happen?
The tree could come alive and eat you. Have you ever seen that movie Poltergeist? The tree tries to eat the little kid. It's probably because he was carving in the tree. It's like when you get a cut and you're susceptible to disease or infection. It's the same thing with a tree. When you cut a tree, you're making it susceptible to pests and infestation.
Spooky.
Creepy.
Spirit Week?
Hi Santa Sue, I'm Drew Shapiro, and starting on Monday is National Red Ribbon Week. Here's what to wear.
Monday, blackout drugs. Tuesday, suck it to drugs. Wednesday, be a hero. Have the power to say no. Thursday, say boop to drugs. Friday, scare away drugs by wearing your scariest costume.
One of the new teachers this year is an artist.
Hey Santa Sue, Charlie Teitel here to talk with the new art teacher, Ms. Sherlock. Why did you come to Santa Sue?
I came to Santa Susana because you had an art teacher leave, so I was actually transferred here. I've been at Simi Valley High School for 8 years.
Where did you get your education?
Got my Bachelor of Fine Arts from the Art Center College of Design, and then later on my Master's from National.
What did you do before you became an art teacher?
I taught at the Art Center College of Design for 6 years, but when you teach college, you are only working maybe 1 or 2 days a week, and so the other part of the time I was in my studio working as a freelance illustrator. I did work for Playmates Toys. I did work for Mattel, Disney, numerous publishers, and also up for a period of time I was artist facilitator for the state of California for Metropolitan State Hospital.
Our school nurse retired last year.
So, let's meet our new one.
Hey there, Santa Sue. Anthony Moore here. Recently, we've gotten a new nurse named Mary Wrightson. Let's go meet her. What school did you transfer here from?
Okay, I transferred from Valley View Middle School, and I also had, I also had several elementaries. Registered nurse and certified school nurse. I had to do a year of post-grad for just specifically to get certificated in school nursing. I think the students are really great. They're friendly and just easy to talk to, and I'm very happy to be working with high school students. It's really the first time that I'm working as a high school nurse. I really enjoy going to the beach, spending the day at the beach, just hanging out and enjoying the water, and going out to some nice restaurants. I enjoy sushi, having sushi at least once a month at a nice restaurant, and enjoying that. Mm-hmm. I'll be here between 8 and 8:15 in the morning, and then I do cover other elementaries and diabetic students, so I'm usually here until about 11.
You're not going to want to miss this next story.
This play is about a young boy who grew up in the
in the slums
of Chicago, and he wants to win the girl in Wednesday. Oh, excuse me, and it needs to be quiet. My favorite part of this play would probably have to be the climatic love scene where they stare into each other's eyes for 5 minutes straight. And it's really emotional, touching. Get off stage! Did you sign your concussion forms? No. Well, you know, we can't really You know what? It freaking sucks. Don't let me do this play. You know what? I'm done.
Mister, you haven't answered our questions! I need to know!
It happens every day.
So Anthony, the election is a week from Tuesday.
We hope that meeting all 5 local school board candidates here on KSSH News helped you better understand the process.
And advise your parents. If they want to look at the candidates, check out our KSSH News channel on YouTube.
And that's the way it is.
October 23rd, 2014. Have an extraordinary day, Santa Sue.
Next Thursday will be Activity Day, and next Friday will be the Halloween costume contest. Both will be up on the amphitheater during lunch.